Well, what's up everybody? My name's Ty, coming at you with another video talking about all things Aurum and what's new in the space. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below to stay up to date on all new things, and hit the like button if you get something out of today's video. Now let's get into it. Okay, so we are just going to get straight into it. Our audit from Solidity Finance revealed a couple of weaknesses that Aurum had in the contract, and so they thought, while we're in there redoing the contract, let's go ahead and fix this up, tighten it up so it's a little bit more future proof. So Aurum is officially cutting the overall supply, and we had a brief AMA kind of session yesterday in the Telegram, and they put out a couple of graphics that I would like to go over just so we can kind of wrap our head around it, and we'll have some speculation as we go. So first of all, the removed features are the 1 quadrillion token supply, the high 15% buy and 16.8% sell tax, the decaying sell tax feature, maximum transactions feature, and the 11 billion threshold to earn rewards. Upgraded features include the 1 billion token supply, so that's going to be swapping out for the quadrillion token supply. Reduced tax, 10% buy and sells instead of the 15 and 16%. Dynamic adjustable taxes to adjust to market conditions and needs of the project, so they are reserving the right to change some of these numbers in the future if they need to. Tokenless dividend tracker to reduce gas costs, and efficiency is increased by 50%. Minimum threshold to receive rewards is reduced by over 90%. Single sell for rewards and distribution as opposed to 3 providing gas efficiency. Amount required to sell for rewards is raised to 0.05% of tokens and has a max of 25% per sell to present major price drops when distributing awards. And then we see that the migration date is to be announced. Upgraded tokens will be automatically airdropped, reflecting the new supply without requirements or restrictions. Add the new contract address to your wallet to view the new tokens. So that's a lot, but let's go over to our messages from Kelvin yesterday to kind of break this down a little bit. So here we have Aurum Contract upgrade summary, key points of the new contract. Lower supply. Gone are the days of quadrillion and silly amounts of zeros. We will be reducing our supply to 1 billion. Everyone will get the exact same percentage holding proportionally. Now, I really think this is awesome. I think perception is really everything when it comes to cryptocurrency. And I think sometimes it is hard to take a coin seriously that has such a huge supply. So the fact that we're bringing this supply down, it's going to put us into more of a market to compete with some of the bigger boys. Reduced tax. We know that our current high taxes have been a deterrent for many new buyers. This has now been reduced down to 10%, which is particularly important since utility coins never have high taxes. Now that is cool that the taxes are going to be lower, so it's probably going to bring in some more buyers. The rewards obviously won't be as high since the taxes are lower, so that kind of stinks, but I think there's going to be more buying and more volume because of that. So ultimately our rewards are probably going to be higher than they were. But the thing that I think is really interesting about this, notice that he said utility coins never have high taxes. So a coin is built on its own blockchain. So I don't know if that's kind of a hint of the direction that we're going. So maybe Aurum actually has a blockchain in the future, or maybe they're just comparing themselves to other coins. I'm not sure if that actually means anything, but it's something to look at. But maybe we have a future of building our own blockchain someday, because I think he actually says utility coins a couple of times in this feed. The next thing, reduce gas fees. We have fully optimized many of the smart contract features to cut gas fees significantly, making trading and getting rewarded by Aurum much more efficient. That's great. Gas fees are a huge deterrent for people, and that's one of the reasons that I don't really buy on the Ethereum blockchain, is because the gas prices are ridiculous, and so you end up just wasting a bunch of money. So I'm pumped that Aurum is already aware of that and already making moves to make that better in their own system. Lower minimum threshold to receive rewards. We've listened to your feedback regarding the minimum holding to receive rewards. This will now be over 90% lower from what is current, 11 billion to 1 billion Aurum. This will be 1,000 Aurum on the new contract. So if my math is correct, I think it's about $3.50 at the current price, somewhere around there, to start getting rewards. So basically anybody who invests can start getting rewards, which is great, and I think that's a really good change. Dynamic taxes. We will be able to adjust our taxes to increase, decrease rewards, marketing buyback according to the needs of the community. So that's a pretty cool change, and I'm wondering if they're going to have the community kind of start voting on things, if they want to be like, hey, we're going to do a big push for marketing, let's bring down the rewards for a month and then push, and then we'll bring the rewards back after that. I guess they're just giving themselves the flexibility to do that kind of stuff. So I think that is really interesting, and it's cool that when they want to, they can basically put Aurum on clearance or whatever, and everybody can go buy while the taxes are cheap. So I'm interested to see how they actually utilize the dynamic taxes. Then it says, please read the above graphic very carefully to get a full rundown of the tokenomics and contract features. Well, let's go ahead and hop over there and check it out. Okay, so it says we have 10% tax on buys and transfers. It used to be 15% buys and 16% sells. And here's the breakdown. It's going to be 1% for liquidity, 4% for operations and marketing, 5% for rewards, and BNB rewards can be utilized to buy back Aurum tax-free, which is great. Same thing as before. and the dynamic buyback. This is dynamic and can be adjusted to market conditions. So it's interesting the way that they broke it up, but I am actually kind of excited about this because it seems like more is going to be going towards operation marketing than was before. So I think that they're going to be able to put even more behind Luna PR or work with some other PR organizations to keep pushing this thing forward. So I think overall this whole move is actually going to give us some more growth and more exposure. Because we're going to be able to put more behind marketing. So even though we're getting technically less in rewards, I think we're going to see higher volumes and receive more in rewards. And we'll also get more exposure because more is going into marketing. So I think this is actually a really smart move, and I'm pretty pumped on it. Back over to the Telegram, in terms of migration process, all holders will automatically be airdropped the new token in the following ratio with no minimum holding requirement and no restrictions. So last time when they moved from MBS over to Aurum, there were some restrictions where they had to have at least 2 million Aurum or 2 billion Aurum, I'm not sure which, in order to be airdropped, and then they also couldn't sell for the first couple weeks or first couple of months. I came in right after the Moon Boys migration, so I'm not totally sure on those numbers. So this says new token, old token, 1 to 1 million. So for every 1 million tokens you have, it's going to equal 1 token from here on out after the migration. All you will need to do is add the new contract address when we deploy. So it's super easy, and they're doing all of the work on their end, which is great. Bitmart has been informed and will handle all airdrops automatically. As stated before, we are not relisting on XT, but will ensure XT holders get airdropped via Google Docs form. The splitting up of a liquidity pool to ApeSwap will begin this weekend. As a reminder, this is what will be happening. 45% to ApeSwap, 35% to PancakeSwap, 20% to development, operations, marketing, and buyback. And then we get into the timeline a little bit in terms of dates. This new upgraded contract is now being fully audited by Solidity. We have spoken to ApeSwap regarding our new listing date. Once we have the results of both, we will share with you confirmed dates. In the meantime, you can buy and sell Aurum freely. So he has a nice message thanking everybody and then says smart contract upgrade, Solidity audit, wallet beta release, ApeSwap partnership and listing, top 20 project partnership, who's ready? And I've got to say, I am absolutely ready for this, and I am super stoked. I think this is going to bring us to a completely different level, and bigger investors are really going to start looking at Aurum as a serious project once our name gets out there. So let's head over and look at the charts real quick before we wrap up today. Binance sitting at 363 right now, down 1% and down 12% in the 7-day range. Along with the whole market, we know that Bitcoin has had a big drop recently as well. And we're down 3.7% on Aurum right now, and we're down 20% in the 7-day range. So we're still in a great buying opportunity right now. Personally, after the new announcement, I could see us dropping a little bit more. I feel like the paper hands are going to start getting out of the project now. Which in the long term is actually going to be really good for us. So for those that are really into this project, I would really take advantage of this as a buying opportunity, because I think a lot of larger investors are going to start seeing Aurum after this migration takes place, and I may be a little optimistic, but I think I could see us going to $1 by the end of this year. So let me know what you guys think about the change. I would love to know the sentiment of the community. Leave it down in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I hope you got something out of it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.